Welcome back to the Jacksonville Buzz. I'm Steve Strum. This morning we have Linda Forde from the Forde Firm. Good morning.
Good morning, Steve.
Well, you're so happy after tax day, but not quite after tax day, but maybe a day by which extensions may or may not have been filed automatically. Is that a fair representation of today?
It is a fair representation. A lot of people got their extensions filed. People don't realize they have to pay their tax by tax day regardless, even if they file an extension. But there are a lot of returns that aren't yet filed. So my advice to people is get your information in as quickly as you can so that you don't face penalties and interest.
So even in some of the nuances of the new tax code, there are a lot of things that require a certain level of precision and expertise. What have you found over the last couple of years? We have COVID, we've had this, we've had some tax law changes. What are you finding are some of the most common questions or concerns that some of your clients are having this year?
The common questions and concerns are around how they can take all the deductions that they're entitled to. With the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act a few years ago, many of the non-employee or the employee deductions went away. So if you work for a company and they don't reimburse you, you're just out the money. So there's a lot of questions about that and how they can best manage that situation.
Now, not every tax season is beginning and ending on April 15th.
Correct.
There are different places for different places. You know, the 15th of every month seems to have some sort of tax thing. What is the next bucket of clients that you're serving for tax filing time?
That would be nonprofits. Their 990s, if they had a 12/31 year end, are due May 15th. They can file for an automatic extension of time, but you have to actually file a form to get that to happen. And nonprofits have to file electronically now. It used to be that they could file on paper, but the IRS has changed that. So a lot of people who were DIYing it can't do that anymore.
So in the world of DIY, I have had an opportunity to read some of the tax code and actually look at the book. I think a small novel of 1,100 pages. And it always seems to be changing. Now more than ever, especially for professionals and folks, there's obviously the free services online. But when they come to you, walk us through the difference between going online, doing the thing, pushing the buttons, getting what it spits out, and we feel good, we don't feel good, and working with a professional firm to do taxes.
So while most of those software packages are very good for a simple return, they're really tailored to that simple return, answer some yes or no questions, and the software will spit out a tax return. But when you have complexities, you need someone who's gone to school and studied it. We didn't just go on Google and Google how to do the tax code. We actually studied it in school. We spent 4 to 5 years doing so, and then studied for a very complicated test to pass to be able to do that as well. And there are a lot of things that those software packages miss.
Right.
If you don't know what to look for, they don't know what to answer.
So yeah, and in the part of becoming a CPA, I think the complicated exam is not just one exam, but I think is it 3 now?
Well, it's one
giant exam.
It's one giant exam, but there's 4 parts to it.
Broken into 4
parts,
not bite-sized pieces.
Right, exactly.
So in order to become a CPA, not only do you have to study finance, you have to go and then follow as a graduate coursework to become a CPA, and then you have to take a 4-part little exam to then be a CPA.
Yes, and then we take 40 hours of CPE every year, continuing professional education, to make sure we still know what we're doing.
Because the tax code is only 1,100 pages.
Right.
So if people want to find out more about your firm, how to connect with you, whether or not they are a good candidate for a CPA versus online software, what's the best way to reach out?
So our website is great. That's www.fordefirm.com. They can email our office at fordefirm.com email address. We'd be happy to set up a consultation and make sure we're the right fit before getting started.
And it's Forde with an E.
Forde with an E, yes.
And you got a whole team now.
I do.
A whole machine out there helping people.
Absolutely. A couple CPAs, a couple CPA candidates, an enrolled agent candidate, and a couple paraprofessionals.
And just some random lady named Linda running around there. So, all right, so reach out to you, consult so right now the ones that we needed to be probably looking at are these nonprofits going, oh my gosh, what's going to happen? And so they can reach out to you, schedule a call, consult, whatever, make sure they're a good fit, come on in and try to help save the world.
Absolutely.
Thank you for coming in today.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, ma'am. Guys, thanks for joining us on the Jacksonville Buzz. If you like us, share us, and remember, live with gratitude.